few Seychellois people, but one of the things that intrigues me is the tourism and what Seychelles has been able to do with tourism. And I would like to see Ghana get there one day. But can you just touch a little bit on that? And then also tell me why it was important to set up a consulate in Ghana.
Thank you. That's a remarkable thing that Seychelles has done with tourism. Tourism and fisheries are the key pillars in the economy. The Minister of Tourism in Ghana has been to Seychelles. We've signed a memorandum of understanding. We're in the process of activating a few of the protocols. Seychelles has a very unique way of marketing itself. It's not the European hedonism, heavy party place. It's paradise. They sell itself on paradise. Seychelles is a place you will go and you will fall in love with it because of its genteel way of doing things, because of the way things are done there.
Very serene.
Yes, very serene.
Tranquil.
Yeah, that is what Seychelles has to offer. The Indian Ocean islands, the East African coast, and its shores don't have a direct link to West Africa, to Ghana yet. The closest or the easiest way is going via Kenya Airways or Ethiopian Airways. We look and hope that we can expand on that. The Arabian Peninsula is doing a lot of work in Seychelles. They have got the Qataris, the Emiratis are doing a lot of tourism, a lot of development in Seychelles. We would like Ghana to improve on that.
Yes.
We would like Ghana to serve as the hub, not lip service, but actual serving as a hub. We have a historical link to Seychelles.
Absolutely.
We can. That is enough. The children of Seychelles are taught in their history books. Otumfuo Naprempe the First is a remarkable figure in the constructs of Ghana. What he did for Ghana, what the display of absolute conviction on how we should relate to our colonial masters. It's something we cannot even fathom today. His time in exile is equivalent to what Nelson Mandela did. If he had if the world of today and the media and all that we have today was available, he would have been a world hero.
I completely
And
agree.
sitting in exile, still in a peaceful conversation with his colonial masters is something that's quite remarkable.
And he's left quite a legacy. I'm told the name Prempeh, which of course comes from Otumfuo Nana Prempeh, is still a huge name and a name that is highly revered in Seychelles.
Yes, and it gives any Ghanaian going there a lot of pride. You walk into the Seychelles today and you feel that you're part of a rich history. You're part of something that happened and something that has changed Africa in relations with our colonial masters, the British, forever. So, Otumfuo Nana Prempeh was in Seychelles as a young monarch. Under duress, however, he remained cordial and he did not cause any of an uproar. He went there with our revered warrior queen, Anna Yasantua Frejuso, who in Europe will be considered a Joan of Arc.
Oh yes, I heard for years to come.
Yes. Yes. So yes, in view of that, yes, Seychelles, Ghana has a historical link. We unfortunately have no direct air links, flights.
Okay.
At the moment, we can go via Kenya Airways or Emirates or Ethiopia, which is a bit contorted, but these are the things we're working on.
Has it always been so?
Yes, it's always been so.
Okay.
It's always been so. And we're hoping to change that. We're hoping to guide it into a more improved situation. Our fishermen have been involved in Seychelles fishing in the tuna industry for quite a while. We've done a good thing. We've had teachers in the recent past on teaching contracts seconded via Ministry of Education into Seychelles. It was pre-COVID. However, we did the interviews via virtual computing. So before COVID.
Oh, so that's very recent.
Very recent. very recent.
So Ghana and Ghanaians are obviously very highly respected in Seychelles.
Very much so.
So the link is much deeper than we think.
Oh yes, oh yes. And later on in the line, I would expand on it in our next interaction. But Ghana Seychelles has a very, very strong, solid relationship. We can only improve upon it, and we will do everything we can to make sure we improve upon it. As in the teaching sphere, we have priests. We have the Archdiocese of the Anglican Church in Seychelles has Ghanaian priests that are doing well. We've had Ghanaian teachers there. We've had Ghanaian fishermen. You've had WHO representatives from Ghana.
So there are Ghanaians in every sector.
Yes,
really?
in the justice, in the judges. You've had Ghanaian judges excel in Seychelles over the years. So we have a good.
I didn't even realize there were so many Ghanaians in Seychelles.
Yeah. These are the things we hope to learn in our education curriculum.
Very important.
Fortunately, and a friend of mine who might hold it against me is our current Minister of Education, Dr. Matthew Prempeh.
Yes.
It's a direct descendant of Utufo Nana Prempeh. So we hope that he would assist us to expand on the Ghanaian or the Seychellois content of our education, historic.
So Honorable Matthew Fuku Prempeh, our Honorable Minister of Education, I'm holding you to this. Enrich that link between Seychelles and Ghana. Please put some Seychelles that makes sense into our curricula. I'll be watching out for that. And of course, we at City TV and particularly Diplomatic License are always here to help you enrich those connections or beef them up where you need us to. We're here. But I must tell our viewers that at some point we're going to be spending more time with Honorable Kwame Akwa on this show, speaking some more, getting to know him some more, and understanding the links between Ghana and Seychelles. But for now, I think we don't want you to say too much. So is there anything you have to say to the people watching in the spirit of Seychelles Day, and particularly the Seychellois community in Ghana and of course beyond?
The Seychellois community in Ghana, thank you for the few that represented. I'd like to take this as a platform to invite all the other Seychellois nationals that have not registered with the consulate. We're here to support you. We're here to assist you get to where you're getting, or get to the things that you have challenges with. We are at your service. Go ahead and make contact with us. So my other honorary consuls or fellow consuls that joined me, I'm most grateful. Some of us joined via Zoom, some of us were in person, the few that could make it, we're most grateful for that. The friends of the Seychelles that came to join us also, we're most grateful, and thank you very much. And we look forward to much more constructive, positive, and joyous interactions going forward. Thank you very much, madam.
Yes.
Thank
Honorable Kwame Akwa, thank you so much for joining us and for making us friends of Seychelles as well. So viewers, please do stay tuned. There's more to come about Seychelles Day, a lot more to learn, a lot more people to meet. And you know what? I did tell you that at some point we'll be spending a little more time with Honorable Kwame Akwa. There's so many parts to him, so many interesting parts. You really enjoy to get to know him. But when the time is right, I'll tell you more about that. Stay tuned. This is Diplomatic License on City TV. We're here and we'll go outside, see what food is there. I'm very reliably informed that we say Creole food and not Seychellois food. Definitely not Seychellese food. We'll see what kind of music is playing. We'll meet all the beautiful people who are here, other members of the Diplomatic Corps in Ghana, because it's what we do on Diplomatic License. Welcome. We'll be right back. You're still watching Diplomatic License on City TV. My name is Apioko Sarah Mashong Abe, and today we're celebrating Seychelles. Seychelles gained their independence in 1976, and it's been a beautiful time that they've had since then. And so I'm here with Mr. Pierre Laporte. So, hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
He's Seychellois, right? That's how we say it, right?
Yeah.
Not Seychellian or any of that I've been hearing. What do you do for a living?
Actually, I'm the country director of the World Bank based here in Ghana, and I also cover Sierra Leone, Liberia, in addition to that.
Brilliant. How long have you been in Ghana?
In 2 days, we'll make 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fairly fresh. How's Ghana treated
3
you?
more years ago. No, Ghana is good. I'm very happy here. I was very happy when I learned I was going to come to Ghana. There are some particular reasons why I was happy to come here, and I'll tell you more later. But so far, it's a good country.
We're glad to hear that. We've been good to you. That's
It's
good.
been good to me. The country has been good to me.
That's good. But so before you came to Ghana, were you based in Seychelles, or you were World Bank headquarters? Where were you?
Immediately before, I was the same position country director in Côte d'Ivoire,
Okay.
covering a group of francophone countries. Yeah, based out of there.
Okay. But you're from Seychelles.
I'm from Seychelles.
Did you
yes.
grow up in Seychelles?
I was born and grew up in Seychelles. I was
Which
with
part
my
of Seychelles?
parents.
I mean, I'm still learning about the geography of
Yeah.
Seychelles. So
I was born on the main island, Mahé, and I grew up on the eastern part, and then at the age of 13, I moved to what is known as the more touristic part, Beauvallon, which everybody knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes. And what was the experience like growing up?
Oh, actually, it was very different from today. You know, at the time we didn't have internet. I always tell my kids I first saw television at the age of 12. I first a lot of things that today kids take for granted
Yes.
did not exist in my childhood. I grew up running in the bush every day with kids, falling off trees, falling off rocks, running after chickens and animals. You know, I grew up early on by the seaside, fishing, swimming, just getting burnt in the sun, not like in air condition today where
Yes.
kids play games all day. And it was a totally different childhood, and I adored it, and I'm
I
grateful
can
that
see
I
that you
got the
miss it.
chance.
You look
Yeah,
very
of course,
nostalgic.
of course.
What was it like growing up with your parents? What did they do?
Yeah, actually, my father was a driver,
Okay.
and my mom was an accountant. And, you know, we grew up in normal circumstances. Seychelles is a country that growth accelerated, the quality of life accelerated after independence in the late 70s when tourism took over from agriculture, and it became really a more service-based economy. But, you know, grew up in very basic circumstances. In those days in Seychelles, when I was really small growing up, you had this class, whites and, whites and some who were whites but low quality of life like I was. But, you know, with time, fortunately, I already at the time got rid of all this thing about color and race
Yes.
and groups in society. So everybody became pretty much one person, and today we live like this, which is very good.
That's good. What languages do you speak in Seychelles?
Very interesting. We speak normally 3 languages. Official languages are Creole, which is our mother tongue, and then French, of which the Creole came from, because first we were colonized by France, and then the slaves tried to communicate in French, and the Creole was born. Same as in Haiti, in Mauritius, in many other places in the world. And then when the British took over, we became a British colony, and then the education system, everything became English. That's why today, officially, most things are in English, but French remained an official language that you learn at school.
Okay.
But at home, we speak the Creole language. And should I say French is also largely spoken in church, because 90% of Seychelles, 75% of Seychelles are Catholics.
Okay, so
And French is a language
yes.
in church, so we get to be exposed to a bit of everything.
That's very interesting. So Seychelles was colonized twice, more or less.
Twice.
If you think
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
twice.
And
Actually,
both colonizers left very large footprints.
oh yeah, definitely. And it's good. I think it's good that today we can experience all these cultures.
So how do you say Seychelles in Creole?
In Creole, it's Seychelles.
Seychelles. Seychelles. Does
Seychelles.
it have a special meaning?
Yes, Seychelles was actually not written the way it is written today. The name Seychelles was the name of a finance minister of France back in the colonial days when Seychelles was first became the French colony. And when they put what they call the possession stone at the time,
Yes.
Seychelles, and it was written S-E with the accent aigu, comme on dit en français, hein? And then C-H-E-L.
Okay, so Seychelles.
Seychelles.
Okay,
But
so-
then when the British took over, they anglophonized it.
As usual.
As usual. The E with the accent went away, E and Y became, and then L-E-S became Seychelles. So it's been a very interesting
Very
experience.
interesting. Very interesting. What kinds of, I know, so Seychelles is a cluster of islands, you know? I mean, do you have, is it as though there are different cultures represented on different islands, or you
Not
can find
really.
anyone anywhere and it's a mishmash of,
In fact, we have over 115 natural islands and some man-made ones, but only for 3 islands really now are really are inhabited.
okay.
And the main island inhabits about 80% of the population, and the 2 main ones are very close. So there is no difference in
No
culture. in that,
difference.
no.
Okay. What kinds of food do you eat?
Oh, food. Yeah, we also have what we call Creole food. One thing you need to know about Creole. Seychelles and Creole sometimes mean the same thing.
Okay.
Creole is the language, primarily, that's where it came from. But Creole is also the food, Creole music, Creole culture.
That's very interesting.
So, yeah, so we don't say like really Seychelles food, it's Creole food.
Creole food.
Because it goes beyond Seychelles. Our food is actually largely based on Asian
Okay.
and some African. We have some sauces and stuff. But we did not actually take much of the colonial food. Our culture is largely based on Indian, Chinese, but adapted to the islands with coconut milk and stuff like that. So the food is very spicy, very much like, how can I say, a blend of African and Asian food. So.
Then you enjoy Ghanaian food.
Oh yeah, I do.
It's
I
not
do.
too far
I do.
from
No,
home.
it's not a problem. You know, we eat chili a lot.
Yeah.
We eat rice a lot, so I eat jollof rice very often here. So
Yeah.
I'm at home over here. Yeah.
And the Creole music. So, I mean,
Yes,
now that you've
interesting.
explained this to me, Creole music is very upbeat, again, has very deep African
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
you know, Caribbean
Because-
influences,
Yes,
right?
because if you take Creole music today, there are different types of Creole music. There's the old type, like, which is not really, people don't really do it anymore, but it's part of our culture. The old Franco-Scottish type vals and all, which they do in weddings and stuff. So then you have the Sega, which is a bit like African beat,
Yes.
okay, which is Mauritius, Réunion, they have the Sega. And then we have Zouk, which is taken directly from Caribbean music.
Yes.
And people like reggae, people like even other countries popular back home. So we do a bit of everything, but more and more lately, you know, the young generation has taken more to the type of reggae blend with type of modern music, R&B and stuff.
And what about dance? Where there's music, there's dance.
That's the same. We have the special Sega dance,
Okay.
which is done in a particular way where the ladies would wear the long flower skirts and move a little bit the belly, but more the waist. You know, this is it more at home, and but we do have it. If you go to a nightclub once in a while, you might hear a local Sega song played, and you will see people dancing. So
Just like how here people may start dancing Azunto.
exactly,
If they hear
exactly.
Azunto music.
Yeah.
And you mentioned a nightclub. What's the social life like? Because a lot of the time when we see pictures of Seychelles, we see beaches. And
Yeah, I'll tell you what Seychelles is not. Because a lot of times when people, especially from Europe, they think of islands, they think of beach parties at night and crazy things happening, you know. Seychelles is not that. Seychelles nightlife is fairly simple, a few nightclubs here and there like here. But you will not go and find the crazy beach parties like you find in Ibiza or in some places in the Caribbean. Seychelles is more family
Okay.
location, you know. But what you see a lot is the locals on Sundays on the beach doing barbecues, listening to music, and yeah. So
And again, I mean that's typically what happens on a lot of African beaches,
Yeah,
even here.
exactly.
So
Even here, the same thing. Yeah.
Kebabs,
On the weekends,
some
people
beer,
do
some good
barbecue.
drinks.
Yeah, that's what it is. You
There's
find
nothing
that
crazy over
everywhere
there.
on the island. You find that, you
Yeah.
know, and you even find people lining up early morning at 6 a.m. going to a special beach
Wow.
to stake your claim on there. You know, this is today's gonna be our place. Put their tent so that when people come, they're already there. So yeah.
That's very interesting. And then the educational system in Seychelles, what's it like?
It's pretty much our Anglophone based systems. What you do is we learn in the Creole language in the first 2 years, and then at the third grade you start learning in English, and then we learn French as a second language. But our going up, you go through the O levels, A levels, the British system. Yeah.
Okay. I find that very interesting. It's something that we haven't been able to do in Ghana. Instruction in our mother tongue, maybe because there are so many mother tongues, and so we don't know which one to choose. But we would have thought that at least if you're in the Volta
there would be
region,
a common one.
yes, you see.
Yeah.
So I find that very interesting, and well done to Seychelles. So it means that everybody grows up speaking Creole, right?
Actually, initially when Creole was brought in school, in my days, I went straight to learning English.
Okay.
But later on, when we brought English, Creole as a learning language in school, many people were not happy with it. They thought, you know, everywhere you go in the world, you speak English, it will take you everywhere.
They didn't understand the vision.
Yeah, but when today I'm in the World Bank, I learned a bit about education sector policies and issues which I didn't know as an economist. But actually, one thing that's been proven is in the early days, teaching in mother tongue has a better chance of getting your child to learn faster. That's what the experts say. I'm not an expert in education, that's why I hear. And then as you progress, you switch to English because then you are learning from the first year, learning English as a second language. Yeah. So the transition is easier for the children. But that's what they say.
Very interesting. And what's the Seychellois community like in Ghana? Is it a big one?
No,
Is it
very
intimate?
small.
Okay.
Very small. I thought it would be bigger because of a connection which we can talk about later. But no, I understand there are few families, 3, 4, 5. Not sure.
Could it be that we just don't know if there are more?
I'm sure there'll be more, and that's the job of my friend here for him to go out there and get
Yes.
involved. Go and find them.
And I'll help
Maybe through
him.
this program.
I'll help him.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll help him. But the small community that you do have, are you in touch with everybody?
We've met a few times. I've been here for 1 year now. We've met a few times. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I don't have that many more questions. I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of the
Maybe I can just tell you
Yes, please.
why
Of
coming to
course.
Ghana
Yeah.
interested me particularly. Because King Prempeh I of Ghana was actually exiled in Seychelles for 24 years by the British in 1872. So we learn at school about the history of Seychelles.
Oh, it's actually a part of the history.
Yeah, King Prempeh is part of our history. We know about him, we know about other people who've been exiled, and he left actually some families in Seychelles, and the name Prempeh is a family name today.
I see.
In Seychelles.
Interesting.
And a few years ago I knew that Otomfo went to
Yes,
Seychelles,
to go
and
ahead.
so for me, I was so happy to know that I'm coming here because there's this special connection inside me, even though, you know, I may be from European ancestors and all, but once you become a Seychellois Creole, that's what you are. And for me, Ghana has a special connection to me, and the kingdom is part of me, is part of my culture, is part of my growing up, and I'm so happy to be here and to be part of that.
So have you been to Kumasi?
Yes,
have
I have.
you? Okay.
I've met His Majesty and
Yes.
we've chatted a bit, yeah.
You've been to Minxia as well, the museum.
Yes, everything.
What was the experience like for you?
It was very touching. It was very touching. It was very emotional, if I can put it that way. Not just because you learn this at school is a culture, but for me, it's I also feel the suffering that he went through, because nobody wants to be uprooted from your home, to be taken anywhere in the world against your will. So for me, this was part of going there, seeing where he was, and all that happened, all the suffering that happened. I think, okay, in the end, he became a very educated man, and he was wise to take the opportunity. But the fact that you were at a place where somebody was uprooted over almost 200 years ago and brought there to your home, this is a connection, because in Seychelles today, we live as a very harmonious people, whether you are black, white, Chinese, Indians. Our country is full of everybody.
You don't see color.
We don't see color. It doesn't matter to us, And when we see what's happening in the world today, it's really, I told my colleagues the other day, these guys should take a trip to Seychelles and see how we live, because really it's helped, the experience was a bad one for everyone, especially the slaves. But today, for people who appreciate what they went through, it helps us really to be stronger people and to appreciate even more why color doesn't matter, why being who you are is who you are. So yeah, that's why I'm really very, very happy to be here. I feel I'm in a special place.
That's deep. Very deep. Okay, so you have about 3 years left in Ghana, that's right? Yeah. I don't want to talk about World Bank, but what do you hope to achieve during your time here, at least culturally?
No, I hope to learn more and see more. I've not done as much as I should have done. When I talk to colleagues at work who have gone here and there, I told myself, yeah, you're not doing well there. You have to do better. It's true that because I cover the countries, I travel a lot but it's not an excuse.
Right.
I should make time to do that, and that's what I intend to do in the coming years ahead. And as you know, there are many things here to see and experience. And also, I'd like to, as you say, you don't want to talk about work, but the work I do, the institution I work for, we can make a difference wherever we go because of the areas where we intervene. And I will hope that when I leave in 3 years' time, I would have made, like I always say, a modest contribution to improve the lives of at least some people here in this country, especially the poor.
Yeah. And then last question, what's your favorite Ghanaian food? I'm curious.
Somebody asked me that earlier.
I'm curious.
Actually, it's the soup. It's the good soup.
The light soup?
Back home we eat soup. But we don't eat goat soup. We eat goat curry a lot.
I see.
But the goat soup,
of course, that's very Creole.
With the very hot, when it's very hot, with the chili.
Yeah.
To me, that's what I so far enjoyed the most.
So do you like it with the fufu, or you like it on its own?
On its own. I've eaten fufu. I've worked in the West African area for many, many years. I love it, but I just like it alone.
The goat
only
soup.
The soup, because then you feel everything.
Yes.
It's like the
I
aroma
know.
that comes up, and especially if you've had a couple of drinks, you drink it, and then you feel a bit better.
So I owe you goat soup now.
Absolutely,
yes,
pleasure
I do.
anytime.
I owe you goat soup. But thank you so much for talking
You're welcome.
to us, and
You're welcome.
I'll see you around.
Sure, I'll be around. Yeah.
Thank you.
I hope it's been.
It has been very, very educative.
Thank you, Chief. Welcome, huh?
Okay, so I've been speaking to.
So what do you do? I don't want to break your stuff.
I'm the country director of the World Bank in Ghana. We've had but he's from Seychelles. He's Seychellois. And I need you to learn that word, very important. We'll be right back. This is Diplomatic License on City TV. Cheers.
City TV is live on DSTV. Go to channel 363. On GoTV, access City TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and StarTimes box. City TV, it's your world.
Welcome back. You're still watching Diplomatic License on City TV. My name is Apioko Seramashong Abe, and we're here at Seychelles Day. It's a beautiful celebration of Seychelles independence, which happened in 1976. It's a wonderful evening, and I'm going to pull Honorable Dimitri Avram. He is the Dean of the Honorary Consular Corps in Ghana. Hello. How are you doing? We've been speaking, but now the cameras are on, so. But I just want to find out from you. Can you tell us a little bit about the Honorary Consular Corps in Ghana? So a lot of the time we hear about high commissions, we hear about embassies, but a lot of people don't understand how important the individual consulates are as well, and the Consular Corps as a whole.
Yes, thank you. Nice meeting you. In fact, the Honorary Consular Corps was created or founded in 1996 in Ghana. There are in total 42 consuls that are accredited in Ghana. However, we have only 32 members because the membership is just a decision of each consul. We represent all 5 continents, and the importance of the Corps is really due to the fact that we, as honorary consuls, have as mission to try to develop trade, economic, and cultural relations with the receiving country, which in our case is Ghana. Yes. So while we are all businessmen or businesswomen, we try our best to support our respective countries in developing those bilateral relations. And because it is better to be an association and a corps, then we believe that the results are even better in supporting our individual members.
Okay, so I'm told you're the oldest serving or the longest serving honorary consul, right? Yes. And you're the honorary consul of Belgium, right?
That's correct.
Aha, so can you tell me a little bit about that? But you're from Cyprus.
Yes.
How does it work?
Yes, my father is from Cyprus. My mother is Belgian affiliated. So to be, in fact, nominated or designated as a consul, the sending country, in my case Belgium, has to believe that you can, as an individual and as a businessman, offer through your network good promotion of relations. It happens that when I was designated in '92, that I was the highest Belgian businessman in the country, and it happens also that my grandfather was a knight of the Kingdom of Belgium, and I was discovered, and therefore it was proposed if I will accept that honor, and which I didn't have a problem, and since then I represent Belgium in this country.
And what's the journey been like? I hope Ghana has been good to you.
Yes, certainly. It has been, for me, it was the second year I was back in Africa. I was born in Africa.
Which country?
In Congo, Kinshasa.
Okay.
And I was assigned with projects in West Africa with the base Ghana. And through these 29 years of, let's say, business, I have seen a lot of development happening in the country, and I'm also proud that as representative of Belgium, we did support development programs in Ghana, mainly in the health, water and sanitation projects. development projects and program of the government. And recently we are very much involved in the education sector. So we are one of the few European countries that have a lot of development programs for Ghana.
And you came to Ghana in 1991.
That's correct.
So 29 years. Are you the only consul who has seen all the presidents or worked with all the presidents of the Fourth Republic of Ghana?
That's correct.
It's amazing.
Yes.
And so your Ghanaian experience, what has the journey been like in terms of seeing how the country has grown as a democracy as well?
So, I mean, we are...
Especially as a businessman.
Yes, we are very satisfied with what has happened in Ghana. We have seen a change of governments and political orientation, but certainly a constant program to see development efforts by all governments, in fact, yes. It is for me, for all these many years that I have been present, what I feel that it will be important, and I believe there are efforts being done, is that the country has a long-term development program that will have a stability in the visions that are given for economic or cultural progress. Yes.
And what has business been like? What kinds of business are you engaged in here?
I have been from day one engaged into construction. I have been heading various major international companies, and there has been a steady progress and development in our sector, not only in buildings but in roads, water distribution, power. We have seen a very big progress in power distribution and power generation also.
So, is your family here with you?
That's correct.
You're married?
Yes.
You have children?
Yes, 4 children.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they're grown. And you've been here for 29 years.
Yes. The eldest one are working back in Europe, and the other 2 are just university degrees at the moment.
But were they all born in Ghana?
No, 2 in Ghana, and then the others abroad.
Oh, but you're really Ghanaian.
We can say.
Have we given you citizenship yet?
Not yet.
We have to. We have to.
I have been asked, yes, if I wanted, but we have a problem with our laws back in Belgium. We are allowed to have only 2 nationalities, one by birth and then one by adoption. So if I have to take the Ghanaians, yes, I have to drop one.
Yes. Okay. And so I just want to find out from you, today is Seychelles Day. What does that mean to you? I mean, you, of course, you govern this space, this diplomatic space, and what does Seychelles Day mean to you? How important is it for us to see the celebration of Independence Days like this?
We are very happy to support the honorary consuls representing member countries of the Consular Corps, and for us it's in addition to the support we are giving to the honorary consul, is also to try to guide for the improvement of the relations Seychelles will have with Ghana. We would like to see what, for example, Seychelles could provide to Ghana, for example, in the sector of tourism. The sector is very well developed. They have laws and regulations which, if adopted in Ghana, could benefit even better the effort the government is putting into the tourism sector.
Absolutely.
So for us, it's important to see that countries like Seychelles can assist Ghana into policy decisions and programming.
Last thing, what's your favorite thing about Ghana? In all your 29 years, what's your favorite thing about Ghana?
What is mine?
Your favorite thing about Ghana? I'm sure there are several, but if one stands out for you.
For me, it is, I found in this country a high level of education and also a high level of security. Those are the two reasons that I have selected Accra as my new place of living. Yes.
Brilliant. So thank you very much, Dimitri. We've
Thank
been
you.
speaking to Honorable Dimitri Avram. He is the Dean of the Honorary Consular Corps in Ghana, and we've been very privileged to speak to him on Seychelles Day. We'll be right back. Once again, you're still watching Diplomatic License on City TV. My name is Apioko Sarah Mashong Abe. And now I have Honorable Antonio Fernandez, who is the Honorary Consul of Portugal, one of my favorite countries. Hi.
Hi.
This is one of my favorite
Yeah,
countries.
okay.
But I don't speak Portuguese.
You have to go there.
unfortunately.
You have to go there.
I do. So I've been to Brazil, but
Okay.
not to Portugal.
Okay.
So, yes, maybe after Corona
It's easier,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Yes.
Because there is the direct flight from Accra to Lisbon at least 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So it's easy now to reach
Yes,
Portugal
I
than
have
before.
to go. I have to
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
I have
it's
to
true.
go. I have to go. But just tell me, Portugal in Ghana, what has it been like? For how long have you held the position as honorary consul?
I've held the position for 22 years.
Oh, you're Ghanaian.
Yes, I have dual citizenship. Yes, I'm a Ghanaian and a Portuguese. Yes.
What's the experience been like?
Oh, I spent my lifetime here, so I can say. So it's great. I have seen Ghana from the 80s, 82, up to date, so I can see all the changes.
Were you born here?
No, outside Ghana.
Okay.
I came to Ghana, I was 23 years.
What brought you to Ghana?
Oh, to work? Yeah, to work, exactly. Yes.
I see. And Ghana has been good to you. Has Ghana given you a wife?
Oh, in fact, they give me a wife, they give me children and grandchildren,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can
wow.
assure you. Yes, yes, yes.
Wow. And Ghana-Portugal relations, what has it been like? Do you see a lot of exchange of culture between the two countries?
Okay, it's important to note that Elmina, it was the Portuguese who was living there in that corner. It's important to mention they were living there in that corner, and they were not allowed to go inland because it was a trade center, and they were allowed to be there. And unfortunately, we are removed from Ghana by the Dutch, you know, and but still a lot of things remained in the cultural, let's say, in the society, like so many Portuguese words are part of the local language, okay, like tabo, pano, camisa, chavo, aspatre. I mean, there are many. I mean, I can't mention everything.
I find aspatre is
And prego in particular.
So aspatre
Is shoe.
in Ghana, aspatre is spoon. Does it mean the same thing?
Aspatre, no, shoe.
Oh, shoe.
Yeah,
Does
shoe.
it mean
Yes,
it means the same thing?
Yeah, similar, yeah.
That is very interesting.
And then prego.
Prego.
Yeah, prego is a nail.
Yes.
And it's the exact spelling, prego. Prego.
Prego.
Yeah, it's pig. Yeah.
That is so amazing.
You know, I'm not surprised because they brought up items by then, and they give the names to it, so it's normal. And then also another important issue, it was the religion. You know, the Portuguese, they were Catholics, and then the Dutch, they were Protestants. But unfortunately for us, at that time, the King of Spain was the King of Portugal. And Netherlands and Spain, they were at war, a very famous war, 100 years, I believe. And so all they assumed this place was for the Spanish, then they decided to wage war on the Portuguese, because of that. Exactly. So there is a history behind. And but unfortunately, the Dutch, they were Protestants. So when they removed the Portuguese from Elmina, anything which was Catholic was destroyed.
Was done away with.
So even the church in the middle of the yard at Elmina was a church for praying. But the Dutch decided to convert it into a market center for slaves. So not only to degrade the let's say the religious component of it, but other issues was at stake. Exactly. So these are we started, and you know the relationship with the Ghanaians, and by then, and then with the Portuguese also by then, it was very cordial. They were encouraged Portuguese to marry locally, and in fact there are many families in Elmina of Portuguese with Portuguese names.
Yes,
many of them.
we hear that a lot. Lots of Portuguese names.
Yes.
But what was the reason for encouraging them to marry locally?
Oh, you know, the Portuguese, wherever they go, they blend with local communities. It was not necessary. Exactly. There you go. We have to blend with community. And the people, they don't know much the history of Elmina, but it was a well-blended community.
Very interesting. Okay, so you came in the 80s. I mean, by then, Ghana was very different from when the first Portuguese were here.
There were only 2 Portuguese in Ghana, and by then there were priests. Yeah, when I came, and there were priests. You know, during the Champon time, there was that thing. Anybody who supported apartheid,
yes,
they had to leave Ghana.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So the Portuguese, they have to leave the Ghana.
Yes.
But the funny thing about Ghana and the Portuguese, any white person who comes to Ghana in the late, let's say, 1890s, 1910, 1915, anybody who comes, they call him Portuguese, because they were known to be merchants. So even when the Syrians, they came to Ghana, still they'll call them Portuguese because they were merchants. So we are known as merchants, not
as colonial.
No.
Yeah, and it's true. I mean, usually when we read about the history, we learn about the history. We don't really hear Portuguese names popping up in the colonial.
No, we did bad things in Africa. That is a fact, but not in Ghana.
Yeah,
for Ghana, I'll stand my feet.
Yeah,
that is it. And you know, even the fort here, it was a trading post for the Portuguese. Where is now the Christian
Castle.
Yes. It was a trade center for the Portuguese.
So we have a very long history.
Also, yes, if I tell you more.
Very, very long history. Yes. But what's the Portuguese community in Ghana like now? Is it big?
Sincerely speaking, since we brought the Portuguese Alliance to Ghana some 8 years ago, in fact, there is a lot really happening here in Ghana. Because by for Portuguese, they need to go through UK or through Netherlands before they come to Ghana. But then when the direct flights came, it really helped a lot for things to happen in Ghana. In fact, in 2002, I was part of a leading delegation who went to Portugal from Ghana, where we met the investors in Portugal. It was a very big delegation from Ghana, and by then Ghana was starting to get named. So the organizers of the event in Portugal, which they call it Ghana Day in Portugal, the whole conference room was full. In fact, people there to sit outside to listen to the presentations we were doing from by then the Ghana Investment Center, Minister for Trade and stuff like that. And really, since then, so many Portuguese companies have come, and they are there. More and more are coming. So it means, it's good. It's good for to bring this trading and investment component to Ghana.
Very important. Very important. So, what's your favorite Ghanaian food? I'm curious. I'm asking everybody this
I'll
question.
tell you,
I'm
I'll
very
tell you.
curious.
Is the fufu with the granite soup and chicken.
High five.
You tell me more.
That's my favorite.
Oh, yes, yes, I like it a lot. I like it
Do
a
you
lot.
have Portuguese dishes that are similar to that?
In fact, no, not with the granite soup. But the Kobe,
The Kobe. Yeah.
we have our cod fish, which is a salted fish,
Yes.
which is our national plate. So sometimes when I miss my fish, if I don't get it,
Then
I'll
you
go
go
for
for Kobe.
Kobe, pick one, treat it overnight, make sure I get all the salt, and then prepare with nice and pessy, and then some R&D. It's delicious, so it's good. Ghana is good to me.
Yeah. Ghana has been good to you.
yeah,
I mean, Ghana has given you a wife, children, grandchildren.
And friends,
Lots
and
of
friends, and friends.
Lots of
My
friends.
friends are here in Ghana.
Lots of friends. But what would you like to see happening between Ghana and Portugal going forward?
Okay, I am working with the Portuguese government, some institutions, that the true story of Elmina be told.
It's very important.
So luckily there is a book where there are only two samples
Wow.
one is in Portugal, one is in Paris.
Wow.
It was by an historian from Benin. He wanted to study the history of Elmina, so he was paid to do that study by some French university.
What's his name? Do you know?
Please, at this moment I don't have, but I can send you a picture of it.
I'll be very
Okay,
grateful.
and he did justice to the truth. He went through the archives, not only in Portugal but outside Portugal, and tell the true story about Elmina. Elmina was not a slaving point for the Portuguese. Yes, we had the slave coast, which was Benin, Nigeria, but here was what?
Trade.
No, Gold Coast.
Yes,
The Portuguese came here because of the gold, and then when they found it, So, and that is the true story, And it's important the story is told. Yeah. And I don't hear in these past 20 years, since more Portuguese, having an issue of racism, because our own country, we have the biggest population of Africans
Yes.
living in Portugal.
Afro-Portuguese, massive population.
And a lot and lot. You don't have a problem. You don't have a problem.
Massive population of Afro-Portuguese.
In fact, in Portugal, it's a crime if you make a racist comment.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a crime. You can do that.
So, how do you feel about, the global conversation right now about race? We see all that's happening. How does that make you feel?
In fact, me, I'm in a safe place. I'm in Ghana. Around me is all Ghanaians.
Yeah, you don't see
understand?
color.
I don't see color. In fact, sometimes, sorry to say, but I can see my own color, because
It doesn't matter.
I can go to funerals, I go to outdoorings, and if I'm going
Do
to
you wear
my
the cloth?
I'm the only one. No, I can't because I have a problem, but I wear local dress, and I don't have a problem at all. I don't have any problem at all. And Ghanaians, a lot of Ghanaians are in Portugal. Here, presently, we have some 200 Ghanaians, 200 Portuguese working in Ghana, but Ghanaians in Portugal, they are more than 600.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and some of them, they are, while I'm the only Portuguese with dual citizenship, in Portugal, they are more than 200.
It's amazing.
So you understand, so people, they should not say, some people say, white man, no, forget about it. Ghanaians are there making their life and they have dual citizenship.
What kinds of industries do you usually find them in? I know education would definitely be one, because Ghanaians, we like to be in the educational sector.
They go. They go. Yeah, and the office, administration. And sincerely speaking, a lot of them, they don't disclose to me the work they do there.
Okay.
You understand? I'm sure some will be in the trading, maybe
Yes.
not big scale, and but I cannot guess.
Yes.
Some are priests.
Yeah.
They are priests there. Priests, no, they are preachers.
Okay.
Let's say yes. But I'm sure there are people there, but they don't tell me. Some of them they trade. I know one gentleman, his business is shoes.
Okay.
He brings shoes from Portugal, directly from the factories. You understand? So, but I don't put my nose
Your
too
nose
much
into-
in their lives. Is
Yes.
that way?
Yes. Brilliant. Well, I'm sure we'll have a longer conversation on another day.
Definitely.
We can have you on your own episode, 2
Yes,
hours.
exactly.
Go wherever you want us to go. Yes,
My
we'll
gosh.
make sure that we eat fufu and peanuts with chicken.
No,
Do
hold
all
on.
that.
I rather than have to organize some Portuguese food for you, don't you see?
Yes, you do.
Because Ghanaian food, we eat
We
it
eat
every
all the
day.
time.
So we have to get something
Yes.
different.
So we'll do
exactly.
all that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking me
Thank you
on
so
your
much.
program. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I've been speaking to Honorable Antonio Fernandez. He is the Honorary Consul of Portugal to Ghana. We'll be right back. So this has been another exciting episode of Diplomatic License on City TV. We've been here at the Honorary Consulate of Seychelles in Accra. We've spoken to different people from different backgrounds. I think the highlight for me was speaking to Pierre, who is from Seychelles and holds a very important office at the World Bank in Ghana. But of course, beautiful people, wonderful ambience, and every now and then it's nice to get away from all the craziness of COVID-19 and coronavirus and all that. So this has been Diplomatic License on City TV. My name is Apioka Sarah Mashong Abe. Do stay tuned next week for another exciting episode. We go back to normal, where we sit down with our with our diplomats and have longer conversations. But today we've just had some fun, relaxed a little, and I hope you enjoyed it too.